Hello again. This is Stephen Hawking, Human-Cyborg Relations, with the recap of Week 2 of the Chippewa All-Stars Fantasy League. As usual, let us begin with the headlines of the past week. All I can really say is holy shit. So many players being let go, deactivated, or just choosing to take the Bing Crosby method of disciplining their children. It is mind-boggling. I was talking to my doctor about these events, but I got so fed up that I just told him that for a mechanic, you seem to do an incessant amount of thinking. Just to catch you up. Ray Rice is still an asshole. Greg Hardy is still an asshole. Adrian Peterson taught us all what a switch is, and yet he's an asshole who is allowed to play. Fortunately, the makers of very shitty beer and a moderately successful hotel chain are on the case, but look out because Reggie Bush is defending the man. Boo. Hiss. Scorn. Shame. There were a lot of people complaining about their picks and wishing that they had made better choices. I really do not see how that is going to help. Surrender is a perfectly acceptable alternative in extreme circumstances. In fact, I suggest a new strategy: let the Wookiee win. Overall, the winners of this week were I Am Groot, I Am Groot, Sue's team, Football in the Groin, and Pelvic Sorcery. To the loser of this week, Carl. His High Exaltedness, the great Craig Gallagher, has decreed that you are to be terminated immediately. You will therefore be taken to the Dune Sea, and cast into the pit of Carcoon, the nesting place of the all-powerful Sherlock. In his belly you will find a new definition of pain and suffering as you are slowly digested over 1,000 years. In seriousness, Carl, you just straight sucked this week. And sure, you can give excuses. I had to improve my house, I had to look after the stepkids. Blah 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 blah. Listen, asshole. I weigh about 25 pounds on a good day, but I can still strip a floor, make love to my wife, and put together a good team without any issues. What is your problem? Oh, and the kids? I can assure you they will never get me onto one of those dreadful starships. Our winner this week is Terry, and God only knows how she was able to pull this off. This was not a good victory, this was just pure survival. This is also the second week in a row that Terry has won the Oya Trophy, and popular opinion says that she is somehow rigging the game. Insert obscenely insulting joke about the female gender here. Believe it or not, there were players who performed well this week. Our best players were Aaron Rodgers with 28.6 points, Jay Cutler with 25.5 points, and Jimmy Graham with 23.8 points. As an interesting side note, the entire Seahawks defense can suck a rusty rail spike and fuck off next week. In reality, there are no winners this week. Everyone that anyone depended on got hurt or were just plain neglected on the bench. If you were great last week, you sucked this week, and there are barely any exceptions to this rule. For example, Calvin Johnson only earned 8.3 points this week. What the fuck is going on in this place? Robert Griffin III may also be out for a long time, and anyone else that you can rely on has also been injured. It is like the set of the Final Destination movies in this place, or at least a performance of the Scottish play. There are also a host of players who were barely able to scrape up any points, notably Jamal Charles, AJ Green, Jermaine Gresham, and at least 3/4 of anyone who played for Carl. In any case, next week will be better. The possibility of successfully navigating an asteroid field is approximately 3,720 to 1, and for the benefit of all, the possibility of another scandal rocking the National Football League is even lower than that. Oh my God, why did I just say that out loud? I am not sure why the people who listen to these things take my advice. I do believe they think I am some kind of god. It is against my programming to impersonate a deity, just so you know. As of this moment, the website has these teams winning: Football in the Groin, I Am Groot, Pelvic Sorcery, and Distracted by My Bullshit Reason. According to Vegas, the games to watch are Oakland at New England, Minnesota at New Orleans, and Tennessee at Cincinnati. Well, that is all the time we have for this update. Thank you for tuning in, and remember to intimidate your family enough so that they do not share your unusual parenting methods. Good night.